life.
I beg your pardon?
The constable's widow poisoned him with mushrooms from her own garden. That's what I don't like about this lady's books. I get onto all of her plots by the time I'm up to page 20.
I always thought she was rather good.
See? Just like I told you. The constable's widow is really the illegitimate daughter who we all were supposed to think was dead. Oh, that takes all the fun out of it.
Why didn't my limousine come this morning?
Would you like to have this book?
I don't see the point of it now.
You like Mistress?
Thank you.
Driver, will you let me out, please? Somebody press that button for me. Excuse me.
Here, you see the floor wet, huh? Do you want to break your neck or something?
Look, Gonzalez, I only work in this building 3 days a week. Now, you save your foul temper for the helpless tenants.
You know, Mama, I don't see how you can work for these people. The people in this building, they can't even screw on a light bulb without Gonzalez's help, you know? Gonzalez, the toilet is leaking. Gonzalez, the service elevator is broken. Gonzalez, this. Complain. That's all they do all the time.
Is the elevator running today? Or is that too much to expect?
I wouldn't know.
Oh.
They call this a luxury building. I hope you get stuck between floors, Mama.
Hey, Gonzalez, can't you be decent for once in your life?
Decent? Sure, I'll be decent. Look, I need a shine. Come on, I'll be decent.
I bet you missed my good breakfast. They give you over in Peking 1,000-year-old eggs. code of 1031.
Hey, Sykes, how are you?
All right. Who found the body?
The housekeeper came in and found him laying in bed waiting for his breakfast.
Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. Yeah, he'll never get that one. Well, he had some spread here, though.
He's coming up now.
Okay. I thought I saw some people working.
See, the doorman's going to be coming up now, so stand aside to see him.
Okay. We'll check the work. I've seen some people walk around here with ladders and stuff to check the lockers.
Heard there were 2 other calls.
There was a burglary in this building a week ago Tuesday. $18,000 in jewels. Now, this has all the earmarks of the same type of operation. No forced entry.
I estimate the time of death about 4 a.m.
Why don't we check the roof and see if anybody could come over from the other building?
Yeah, they keep the roof door locked from the inside. Besides, the super said it was newly tarred yesterday.
Well, that means there was workers in the building. Why don't we get the names?
Right.
Okay.
Did you fall asleep last night?
I wish I could sleep. That's why I took a nighttime job, insomnia. Nope, nobody can get to the lobby without me seeing him.
And you saw the maid come in this morning at 5 minutes of 8?
Didn't I just get through telling you that? Are you double-checking on me? Am I one of your suspects?
Lady, we're just doing our job.
Just for that, no more pastry.
You get anything? Please don't put the tray down on the table.
You won't find any prints there except mine and Mr. Temple. There's been no robbery here.
I wish I could afford a maid.
How can you say that?
Excuse me, guys. Mama, stay out of this. Let me handle this.
Be sensible, Alvin. Mr. Temple was a very important man, and this could be a very important case. Now, there are all sorts of reporters down there waiting for a statement. And don't go on down there telling them it was a robbery.
I'm also not going to tell them that it's my own mother who discovered the body. Now, please, go on home and maintain a low profile.
In a minute. Mr. Temple didn't have any valuables. All this stuff is imitation. He spent every dime they left him, mostly on traveling. He was also a gourmet. Ate his way through a $2 million trust fund.
Now you're going to tell me you got a complete inventory of all his possessions. Mama, please, let me do my job.
Guess they were there.
Is there any maid interest or something?
I've changed my mind. It's the best cup of coffee I've had once.
I grind it myself. It's a special French roast. I get it from Alex's gourmet shop. Want me to write it down for you?
Please? I'd like a refill.
I'll keep it coming.
Thank you.
Triplicate on that other report. Hands off.
I'm looking for snapshots. Whoever heard of anybody going on a trip to China and not taking pictures?
We're interested in robbery and homicide, not tourism, lady.
So, step aside, please.
All right, then I'll just go out and do a little shopping until you all get through.
No, I don't have any photos here for Mr. Temple. Yes, he picked them up on Tuesday. Yeah, some snapshots and some home movies. Oh, he had them put on special.
That costs extra here.
Double?
Oh. If a cheapskate like Mr. Temple went for the extra money, those were important shots. He wanted them in time to take someplace. Or show somebody.
Madam, are you going to buy anything? There's a line of people.
Oh, no thanks. I always shop at the discount druggist. It's cheaper. See that right there? 39 cents right there on the corner.
Yes, but we deliver. May I help you?
Andy! Jesse, Daddy's home.
Guess what? Grandma's here.
Oh, well, where's Mrs. Beasley?
Grandma sent her home.
Was no sense in paying that woman $4 an hour just sitting around. I'm making you some nice chicken fried steaks.
Was Grandma here when you guys got home from school?
Yeah?
Even before Mrs. Beasley came?
Oh, sure. You don't have to pay her at all. Grandma sent her home right away.
Huh. Okay, well, why don't you guys go straighten up your room?
Grandma already made us do that.
Well, then go finish your homework.
Finished. Grandma did it for us.
Well, then go watch TV.
We're not supposed to on a school night. You said so.
Well, I'm changing my mind for half an hour. Now, get out of here. Let's go. How did you get in here? Do you have keys to my apartment?
Actually, I picked the lock. It was a cinch.
I knew this place was too damn clean. You've been coming in here during the days and cleaning up things.
The phantom strikes again.
Oh, phantom. So what are you doing here tonight? I thought this was the night for your bowling league.
Well, we have some important things to discuss, son. Come on, sit down.
Okay. I will discuss anything other than homicide cases.
Well, I haven't been wrong so far, have I? Didn't I work that out for you last year, how the slasher had to be a woman and not a man?
And then I went out and got her.
And you did fine. Now I'm telling you, there wasn't no robbery. Mr. Temple got himself killed by somebody in that building, another tenant.
Mama, some of the most important people in New York City live in that building, including a former police commissioner, Forbes. Now, why would one of those people want to plunge a knife into a sleeping man?
He wasn't sleeping, neither.
Mama, how can you say things like that?
Mama says Mr. Temple wouldn't have gone to sleep with the drapes open. He always kept them closed. Couldn't stand the daylight waking him up. Isn't that what you said, Grandma?
You've been discussing this murder with these kids?
Why shouldn't they know a little bit about how their father earns a living?
There are some subjects that are not appropriate for children.
How many times did he stab him?
You, get out. Here, go watch some TV murders.
Now, let me tell you something, Alvin Sykes. I made that bed for 9 years for Mr. Temple. I know just how he slept. Rolled around in them covers like he was wrestling, trying to get out of some kind of a net. Everything untucked, mussed up. And then all of a sudden, one morning, neat as a pin. Sleeping on his back, which he never did before. And you gonna tell me I don't know what I'm talking about? I'm saying he was not killed in that bed. I don't think he was killed in that apartment, but somewhere else in the building. Then his body was put in that bed. And the empty cameras. And the button on that man's Tuesday suit.
His what?
His Tuesday suit. He always wore the same suit every Tuesday. It was his habit.
Mama, please.
Don't you want to hear anymore?
Mama, you've done all you can, and I thank you. But let me handle it from here, and promise me you're going to stay out of this.
Fine. Good luck. Now give Mama a kiss. She deserves it.
You know what, Mama?
Why?
Tomorrow morning, I'm having all my locks changed.
Mama?
Mm-hmm.
Could you give me a little spritz on this?
Oh, sure. Do these things play, Miss Danes? Yeah, I know. Only on a gold phonograph.
Mama, when are you going to get in a pair of blue jeans and come down to see me at the Lone Star Cafe?
Oh, I can't stand that racket. Frankly, I don't know how you can take it for 3 or 4 hours.
Tell you the truth, Mama, neither can I. But when I was a nearsighted kid in the Catskills singing them soft ballads, I couldn't get arrested. So, I switched to country music. Matter of fact, I've done everything in show business. Once I was in the carnival. You believe that? Oh, yeah, ran away from home when I was 5. Came back at 6, my parents ran away. I was once a barker in a sideshow. I've done everything. I was even a magician one time. My best trick was borrowing a $5 bill from someone in the audience. It was called the Vanishing Magician. Here, you want to try it? Take one.
I can't do that.
Take the other one. Come on, you can do it. Get started. Come on, let's see you. Just like this. That's right. Come on, you can do it.
All right.
Oh, that's great.
You know, I used to see people do this with 2 or 3 of these things.
Okay, Mama, you did all right.
If I could do that with my work, I'd be in business.
I'll show you one more little flurry. Hey. Oh.
That's how we get all the old fruit under the furniture. Awful about Mr. Temple, wasn't it? Folks have got to learn to keep their doors locked better, I guess.
Oh, yes, the murder. But I feel so safe with Ames.
I keep a shotgun under my side of the bed.
I know. I sweep around it.
Well, don't touch it, because it's loaded.
You and Mr. Temple were in business together.
Business? Nah.
They both gave to the same charities.
Mr. Temple? Charity? Not the same man I know.
He was very generous. Ames is generous too, aren't you, honey?
Oh, look, I gotta rehearse. Right now.
I hope you don't mind if I turn on the washer to drown out that noise.
Get a dozen of them.
Nueva York, Nueva York, Nueva York. The United States for me is Nueva York. And at Pennsylvania Station,
Mr. Gonzalez, I have a warrant for your arrest. Take it easy.
Relax.
Relax, take off.
I don't understand what this means, man. Come on.
It means I have to place you under arrest for the murder of Henry Temple. Now, I'm going to give you the spiel. Just take it easy. It's my duty to inform you that you have the right to refuse to answer any questions without the presence of an attorney. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
He couldn't kill anybody.
Mama, please, leave everything right where it is. I have everything exactly where I want it to be.
This office looks like your room used to look. Absolute disorder. Like a bomb went through it.
Mama, we have tons and tons of paperwork, and this is how we get it done. Now, I will never be able to find anything if you continue to help me. Now, sit down. Sit.
I think better on my feet.
Don't think. Sit.
I'm still thinking.
Now, this ain't none of your business. I'm gonna tell you anyway. Gonzalez threatened Mr. Temple in the lobby of the building in front of other tenants, witnesses. He also has a criminal record. Assault with a deadly weapon.
When he was 18 years old. I'd hate to tell you what you did when you were 18. Wasn't for me, you would have been in the lockup a long time ago.
Mama, the murder weapon came from a toolbox in the handyman's room in the basement of the building. Mr. Gonzalez has a key to that room. He is in and out of there every day. And his fingerprints are all over the murder weapon.
Son, don't you think he's bright enough to wipe that thing off before he goes around sticking it into people? I'm telling you, Mr. Temple wasn't even killed in that apartment.
Okay, Don. If what you say is so, then there is still a murderer in that building. Now, don't you think it's a little foolish of you to continue working there right now?
They're not gonna kill me. Nobody's gonna kill me. Your father tried that a few times and he couldn't do it. Hello, Stephen.
Mama.
Bear with me, son. I know you don't really need any help. I'm the one who needs to keep my mind occupied, busy, and useful. Humor me. I might even come up with something.
Bye, Mama.
You threatening your mother again?
Gonzalez always too temperamental.
What makes you say that?
I see him scream at Mr. Temple the other day. I think you're going to hit him.
Well, I heard it. Mr. Temple started it, calling them names just because the elevator got stuck between floors again.
Who else was down in that lobby?
Mr. Poston, Mr. and Mrs. Hackman. Let me see who else. That girl that lives with Mr. Forbes.
Come on, I want to show y'all something. Come on, won't take but a minute. Come on. Come on.
I'm 2 hours late already. The Michigan lady.
The killer just comes right on down here where the door is always left wide open. Helps himself to a nice sharp knife. Nobody is ever around us here. You're just making all this up. No proof. I'll prove it, and you all are going to help me.
How help?
You're going to search all the apartments as you're cleaning up.
What for, please?
For films, snapshots, home movies.
I can't conduct no search and do my job, both.
Woman, if you can clean and watch daytime TV, you can clean and search.
Who said I watch TV?
Then how come you can repeat every question on Hollywood Squares?
Now, look, we're all going to pitch in, and we're going to get the murderer out of this building.
Now, Chang, I want you to look through all the clothing, especially men's clothes, look through the pockets. Virginia, remember those albums you were showing us? Look through those albums again carefully. Please, Edie, don't forget all the desks. Look for the calendars, everything in the desk. We'll find it.
It's you.
Surprise?
What do you want?
Now, you be nice, Gonzalez. There's no need to take it out on me.
You know, I got about 400 relatives and friends throughout the city of Manhattan and the Bronx, and not a single one of them has come to see me. But there you are.
I'm gonna get you out of here, Gonzalez.
You're gonna escape, right?
I mean legal.
That means you don't think I did it.
I know you didn't.
The legal aides tell me I should cop out to some kind of manslaughter, plea bargain. I'll get 7, 8 years. Like 8 years is nothing of my life, you know.
Don't you cop any plea, Gonzalez.
Then he tells me, the lawyer, they keep telling me that the DA is angry, he's mad, he's restless. They want to throw the book at me. They're going to put me for life. Because Mama, they said this guy Temple, he said he was a humanitarian. I know he was nothing but a bum.
Now, don't you go losing your temper again. You just stole those lawyers. You're gonna be all right, Gonzalez.
You know, if you do this, you help me out at this, I'll give you anything.
I don't want anything from you, but thanks. Well, go on, Gonzalez. I know it's gonna hurt, but be polite. Say thanks.
Thanks. Muchas gracias.
Let him out.
Please, don't make a liar out of me.
And make your bed while you're at it.
You can't talk to me like that.
Why not? We both work here.
Well, I guess we do. But I'm going to get Edwin to marry me.
Good. And I'll quit and you can have my job.
Is there any coffee?
It's on the burner.
Mama, do you think he's too old? Or I'm too young, or something.
My papa was 61 when he married my mama, who was 19, and they had 8 kids.
Maybe take me seriously if I could cook.
There you go, trying to take my job.
You know I'd never be as good as you are. But if I could only learn one dish. Please, Mama, please.
How cozy. Conspiring against me? I understand your son is doing a fine job with this case.
It must be embarrassing for a former commissioner of police to have a murder right upstairs. I guess folks will expect you to solve it yourself. Mr. Temple was a friend of yours, wasn't he?
An acquaintance.
Weren't you all together in buying certain art smuggled out of Red China to donate to the museum?
Where did you hear that? Have you told...
I never said a word.
Alvin came up with that. I told him to find any business connection between Mr. Temple and Mr. Ames Prescott, the singer up on 9, and your name came up. But just like you said, Alvin is doing a fine job.
Mama, I think you better seek employment someplace else. I will not tolerate this invasion of privacy.
Does that mean I'm fired?
Yes, absolutely and immediately.
Good. Guess I deserved that for being nosy.
Mama, it's my fault. I'm sorry.
Then make your bed. And don't forget the floors.
Sure you wouldn't like a drink, Mrs. Sykes?
Don't drink. Don't smoke either. And I'm not very enthusiastic about working for smokers, as it takes twice as much effort to keep the place clean.
Outside of a little grass, you won't have much to complain about. You won't mind grass unless you think it's evil.
Pay no attention to Tom. He just loves to tease.
So do I.
Did Mr. Temple enjoy his trip to China?
I guess so. He said it was enlightening.
In what way, Mama?
I only talked to him on the phone when he called to tell me he was back home. Came back a week early from that trip for some reason. But then you all were friends of his. He must have told you all about it.
What did he say to you? Exactly.
Oh, Tom, let's change the subject. You know, I was never nervous in this building. And then, a murder on the 11th floor. Yeah, a murder on the 11th floor. I'd better have another little drinky.
I suppose I could give you the day I usually give to Mr. Forbes. And one day I used to give to Mr. Temple.
Oh, that's just wonderful. We don't want to benefit from anybody's death, but I could certainly use some help around here. We have 7.5 rooms. I was boasting. Six very small rooms, if you include the kitchen. So, would you settle for 5?
We'll see how it works out, Miss Hackman.
Yes, we'll see. Can I show you the way?
Thank you. I'll find my way out.
Bye-bye. Isn't that wonderful?
We don't need her.
We don't need her? I need her. I need her more than I need you.
More than you need that.
Oh, Sergeant Sweeney, nice of you to drop by.
Well, isn't every day I get a call from the former commissioner?
Ash. This is unofficial, you know, and strictly off the record.
Oh, I understand, sir. May I?
Sure. You are close to this young Alvin Sykes.
Sykes? Good cop.
Yes, very good. Diligent. An excellent record of arrests and convictions. That's why I'd hate to see him do anything to spoil it.
Well, how? In what way?
Are you acquainted with his mother?
Oh, Mama!
I see you are.
Yeah, she's a great lady. She's raised 3 sons, all of them cops. Johnny's in L.A., Don's in San Francisco.
But what kind of detective would allow his mother to get mixed up in his investigations?
Try to keep her out of it. She's good at it, though. She's a veritable storehouse of criminal information.
She is a cook and a housekeeper, not a cop. And her getting mixed up in his investigations may jeopardize his career.
Well, why are you so concerned about it, sir?
Well, frankly, she's getting me crazy. I fired her, and she's taken jobs with friends of mine in the building. She's pumping them for information about me. I've warned them about her, but they say good help nowadays is so hard to find.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Keep an eye on her, for her own protection.
And report back to you.
It would be appreciated, Sweeney.
And naturally, you don't want Alvin to know that his mother is under surveillance?
Why worry him?
I'll do it, Commissioner. Because I think Mama might be in some real danger. There's more to this Temple murder than just a robbery homicide. Too many important people are getting scared. And that scares me. Somebody else could get killed. Aren't you going to offer me a drink?
You're back on duty.
Many of the precious objects in this exhibit were smuggled out of communist China with great risk and difficulty. However, now that China has opened up to the West, many more such pieces will be available. And over here on your left, the head of a Lohan of the Northern Qi dynasty, and directly ahead, the standing Bodhisattva, dating from between 550 to 577 A.D.
Must hurt a lot.
Pain doesn't bother me.
The museum is closing in 5 minutes. Please proceed to the 66th Street entrance. Thank you. The museum is closing in 5 minutes. Please proceed to the 66th Street entrance. Thank you.
Dynasty Lion, donated by Eric Temple, Miles Poston, Ames Prescott, Edwin Forbes, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas Ackman.
It's all right. You can leave that.
No trouble, Doctor.
I thought this was done in the morning.
Just do like I'm told. I see you're a lot like me.
Oh, in what way?
Read the death notices in the Times. Oh. That's when you know you're getting old. When this page becomes the main interest. I mark off the names of people I know. Like this one here you got circled.
You knew Temple?
I used to take care of his cleaning and cooking.
You don't work here?
Well, it was a little dusty, and I just thought I'd pitch in.
I think you better leave now.
From the little cards on the wall, I see that some of the folks I worked for gave the museum a gift last year. Some lion?
Yes, the Wei Dynasty lion. One of a kind. Priceless.
I guess Mr. Poston and Mr. Ames Temple and Forbes all got together on the donation and got the big tax write-off.
I never question the motives of any contributor. I simply pass judgment on the quality and the authenticity of the object.
Put a value on it.
I think you better go. The guards will be going home and you'll be locked in here.
Did Mr. Temple come here to the museum on Tuesday to show you photos that he took while he was in China?
Why do you ask that?
Well, the little metal button that you issue at the entrance to the museum was still on the lapel of his Tuesday suit. He died on Wednesday.
Sorry. No comment. Guard! Guard!
It's too bad Mr. Temple took that trip to China. I think he saw something there that cost him his life.
Will you please go now?
Well, I wouldn't want to spend the night here.
Will you conduct this young lady to the front door, please?
What about my coat and my bag? They're over there in that corner. I guess that's beautiful. Anyhow, it's old. You know, you're a nice man, Dr. Glickman, but you're in trouble.
Well, if I am, you can't help me. Listen, it's a rough neighborhood out there. Be careful. Get a cab.
You be careful, too.
I know you're the one who killed Temple. I didn't say anything to her. It's not necessary. None of this is necessary. You don't have to hurt me. I won't say anything. Nothing. Please, no.
Give me your purse. Get lost, son. You want to get your neck broken? Give me the purse. Who's going to get your neck broken, me or you? I'll give you the purse. Run. 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 I'm after her. Just crazy, please. Hey. Hey, miss. Hey. What are you doing here? Are you following me?
No, Mama.
Don't lie to me. Am I under surveillance?
I was just over at the museum. It's my hobby going to museums.
Alvin sent you to protect me, huh? I don't need nobody to protect me. I can find my own way.
Alvin didn't send me. Come on, Mama, let's go home.
I can get home by myself.
Cancel the surveillance.
What?
You got to report back to Captain McCullough for reassignment. You're off this month.
How come?
That's the orders. I don't know.
Come on. There's got to be more to it than that.
All right, just between me and you. You know this ex-commissioner Forbes?
Yeah?
Well, he's been making phone calls about you. He says you're a troublemaker.
You know, my mother works for him. She might not be far off base if he's going through all this trouble.
Well, what's this surveillance got to do with the murder up in Central Park West?
There is a theory by an unknown source, that a bunch of people in Forbes' building, including Forbes, are involved in some kind of fraud, possibly a tax fraud.
That's a federal case. You got to leave that to the feds anyway.
Well, the cover-up is what led to this guy Temple being murdered.
Is that your theory or your old lady's?
It's hers. She might be right. I wouldn't tell her that because then she'd want to keep on investigating. I'm trying to keep her from getting hurt, so I've been discouraging her.
Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore because you're off the case.
No way. Hey, look, I'll talk to you later. There goes my man. Mr. De Silva.
Do I know you?
I'm an art lover.
You're a cop.
That's right. And I'm a great admirer of yours. You see, when I want something in this world, I want the best. And you are one of the best. Now, if I wanted a 6th century Chinese lion whose authenticity could fool most of the experts, I bet you could do it.
If you could afford me.
All right, pal, so you've gotten away with it up until now, but now we're talking about murder. Now, if you're not going to talk to me, I'm going to make things rough for you.
You better check with your superiors before you get in over your head.
All right, then we'll talk about this down at homicide.
No.
Just a few questions.
I can't stand being confined. It's a sickness.
Yes, it's an unfortunate disease for a crook.
Crook. You call me a crook. A man who paints with the delicacy of a Monet, with the fire of a Van Gogh.
Who signs their names? Now, right now, pal, I'm interested in ancient Oriental sculpture. You understand? And I bet you're just brilliant at it.
I could give you the names of some of the most prominent people in New York who have my paintings and my sculptures proudly displayed in their homes. Do you think they know they're fakes? Do you think they want their friends to know? For them, my work is genuine. And what would your disclosures do for the world of art in general? It would create a climate of distrust, send prices tumbling. People would lose faith in the authenticity of what's for sale. And we're speaking of a billion-dollar industry. Have you any right, Mr. Detective, to tamper with that?
Look, pal, that's a good bluff, but you're still a crook. Now, somebody upstairs is laying on us to keep away from this case, and that's exactly why I'm going to break it. And somebody's going to come forward and testify. Now, are you going to either talk to me?
I want to paint your portrait. You have such intelligent eyes. 1 or 2 sittings, it's all. I'll make you immortal.
Sorry, pal, we're not allowed to accept bribes, even of immortality. Now, you tell me who made that, who wanted that lion. You're going to give me a name, who ordered that lion?
All right, I'll give you a name.
Transplant. All I know is with his hair cut up like that, he must have some kind of hair job or something. Somebody get a cop.
Hello? Hello? Who's this?
Don't hang up, Mrs. Sykes. Lots of people are going to die because of this Chinese lion. You shouldn't have gone to that museum. You're an old lady. You can die very easily. So stop asking questions. Go back to your washing machines, or you'll be next.
serves you right.
In loophole A, 1,000, million, loophole B.
A little snack for you, Mr. Foster.
Oh, Mama, oh, that's just what I wanted. Thank you. Oh, you got me my favorite CD, too. Oh, that's lovely. That must have been a terrible shock, Mama, coming on poor Temple's body in bed like that.
Oh, I've seen lots scarier things when I walked into a room without knocking. Hazard of the job.
Oh, you're fearless.
Except for one thing, the Internal Revenue Service.
Why, you have nothing to worry about, surely?
That's just what I was going to ask you about.
Oh, well, I'll gladly fill out your tax forms. I'll get your refund. That's what people pay me for.
Oh, for $5, I could probably go down to a storefront in the neighborhood.
Oh, no. Let one of the big boys help you. You bring me your bills and your receipts for last year.
You hold it right there a minute.
Yeah. Hey, what is... Oh, whoa. Oh, okay.
That's all I've got.
Yeah. Well, that's enough. Well, I was doing some pension plan reports and some profit sharing, but those millionaires can all wait. Now, let's see what we can do for you. Sit down. Come on.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Maybe relax.
You do the hackman's taxes.
I guess. As a matter of fact, I do. How'd you know that?
Oh, I saw you sent a bill.
No, we're going to take off for car fare, for uniforms, cleaning equipment. I mean, that's only fair, and tuition to Cordon Bleu school. That is certainly deductible.
It's kind of comfortable having your own tax lawyer in the same building. If you start worrying about whether something is deductible, you could just ride the elevator on down and ask.
Well, I don't encourage people to come to the apartment. We have offices.
Wasn't Mr. Temple ever down here?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he was. Why, did he say so? Mama? You wouldn't be pumping me for information, would you?
Well, these kinds of things confuse me. You know, about people buying works of art and then giving it to somebody and somehow coming out better than they started.
Well, we try to work it so that he doesn't really lose anything. I mean, it benefits the public.
Let's say a few people got together and bought a statue for about $10, okay?
Okay.
Then they wait a while, a year or two, and then they get an important museum to say that this same statue is now worth $100. Then they donate this statue to that museum and get $100 tax deduction, which is worth a lot if you're in the 50% tax bracket. Have I got that straight?
Yeah, absolutely straight. A tax shelter, it's called. It's legal.
Now, what would happen if this statue we were talking about was a fake, and they knew it, and bribed the man at the museum to appraise it for the big bucks?
Well, the tax deduction would be disallowed. The IRS would want all the taxes. I'd probably jail the taxpayer for fraud.
Of course, instead of $10 or $100, we're talking millions.
Mama, I like you very much. I like your cooking, but frankly, this is really none of your business.
I had the unfortunate experience of finding an employer of mine with cutlery protruding out of him. I might have been traumatized by that experience. Now, if you don't like my questions, you can always fire me.
No wonder, my man. Nobody said anything about that. Now, calm down, will you? Now, look, this isn't Hackman's fault or Ames or Forbes. They were acting under my advice. We thought the Way Dynasty line was genuine. Maybe it is, for all I know.
One of you knew it wasn't. One of you paid off Dr. Glickman, then had Mr. Temple killed when he threatened you with photos and home movies of the genuine Chinese lion. which is still someplace in China.
Well, after all this, you really don't want me to do your taxes, do you?
Well, sure. Why should I be the only one to pay the government?
I'll have your tax return ready for signature the middle of next week.
As long as you don't mix me up in any of your fancy tax shelters.
Now, instead of coming here on Saturday, could you run out to Bridgehampton, get the country house in order, you know, put some sheets on the bed and water the plants?
Just as long as you pay for the gas.
Mama, no. You pay for the gas, and I'll get you deduction. No. Yeah, all right. I'll pay for the gas.
Good. Kinda lost track of time.
Why are you really working for us? You're spying on us, aren't you? I don't like that. You people are always watching, listening, never letting on. I grew up in a house with half a dozen servants. They knew all our secrets. We didn't know anything about them.
I'll tell you a secret from my past, Mr. Hackman. I got stuck during the blackout in an elevator for 6.5 hours. This brings back bad memories. Let's continue our descent before I become hysterical and begin to flail wildly around, causing bodily injury to anyone in my immediate vicinity.
I don't think you have to come back to work for us anymore.
Your wife owes me for last week.
We'll send you the check.
Just leave it with the doorman.
Don't you trust me?
They seem to be going down to the laundry room.
Well, where have you been? I've been looking all over this building for you. You've got to come with me.
What's going on?
I'll tell you all about it on the way.
Oh, this here's Mr. Hackman. He just fired me. The second time that happened this week.
You don't know how many times I wished I could have done it myself. Congratulations there, Mr. Hackman. Come on, let's go. Come on. You went to visit Dr. Glickman at the Museum of Oriental Antiquities?
I'm taking the kids back on Saturday for a personal guided tour.
Don't bother. Someone murdered Dr. Glickman shortly after you left. This time they didn't use a knife. They used a spear from one of the exhibits.
What was stolen?
Ah, how did you know? One item. A Chinese lion from the northern Wei dynasty from the Shanxi province.
Donated by our friends in that building.
Mama, do you realize how close you came to being murdered?
That killer would have wished he hadn't tried.
That does it. You are going away for a while. I'm sending you down to Nashville to visit with Aunt Hassie. I got you a discount ticket, one of the excursion rates, $90. I talked with Aunt Hassie. She's going to put you up while you're there. And it's all settled.
And leave my murder, huh? Just turn my back on it?
It is not your murder. Yet. You keep fooling around, it still might be.
I take it that's my suitcase in the back seat.
Well, I'm not great at packing, but I did the best I could.
How'd you get into my place? Don't tell me you got a key to my apartment.
Pick the lock.
Without a warrant?
Mm-hmm.
You just committed a criminal offense, breaking and entering. Trespassing on me. Now you just turn this car around, unless you want a whole lot of trouble, mister.
Mama, has anyone ever won an argument with you?
Drop me off in the village. I'm going to the Lone Star Cafe.
That's nice. Something relaxing for a change. You need a good night out on the town.
One of my suspects is playing there.
Hey, ladies, get in line. Hey!
Hey, Duggan, I work here.
Sorry, but the local duck show's fucked. Yeah, maybe next time. All right. You. Hey, where you going?
I'm the new meat cook.
Nobody told me about a cook.
Texas guy.
Well, I guess the agency sent me to the wrong place. Bye.
Hold it. All right. Go on upstairs. The boss, he's in the back. By the dressing room.
Ride that bull right down. Let me see you ride the bull. Let me see you ride the bull. Let me see you ride the bull. All night long. Wheeling and spinning. Now you're winning. Hanging on tight. Doing it right. It's the prettiest sight I've ever seen. Woo! Sliding all around, moving up and down. I love the way your body arches back. Oh, looking right, looks like you're right on time. You really know how to make that move with home.
Please don't tell him you saw me here.
Ride the bill tonight. Thank you very much, cousins. We're going to take a little break right now. Drink up. We'll see y'all later. Listen, hey. You and I are going to have to have a little talk.
Look, this is neither the time nor the place.
I think we'd better go someplace where we can hear ourselves talk. Well.
You know this man, Mama?
We have a mutual interest in Oriental art.
Okay, so I was at the museum, but I had nothing to do with killing anybody.
Mama, you have stumbled into a possibly illegal situation. The man stole something, he wants to sell it back. The kind of thing is done all the time. Insurance companies buy stolen property every day rather than take a loss.
You can't bargain away murder. I'm going to make a citizen's arrest. Somebody quick! Grab that freeloader. He's trying to jump his check.
Hey, you! Nobody jumped the check here! Hey, get out of my way!
He's trying to reach the next room.
This monster on the roof is a hazard.
Well, I guess we don't get our Chinese lion back either.
You never would have anyway. I think whoever engineered this robbery had that lion ground into dust long ago.
Come on, Mama. Get off your feet. Settle down. Let somebody take care of you.
Who?
Well, talking about getting married.
Oh, to who?
Well, now, come on, you.
Look, I've been married before. Who do you think Alvin is?
Yeah, and you've been alone too long. Oh, my restaurant's doing well enough now.
Some folks don't care what they eat.
Yeah, I might even franchise.
Good, then they'll have bad food everywhere.
You gotta start taking this serious now.
Just give me the keys to the car before I have to hotwire your ignition.
But when is the last time you drove? Let me see your license.
I got them right here in my purse. I don't have to show you nothing. Look, you gonna take my word for it or not?
Oh, I'm not calling you a liar, Mama.
You better not.
Well, if you're gonna take that long ride to Bridgehampton, let's stop by Rudy's Famous Ribs and let me give you some good food.
Oh, Rudy. I like your car, but I can't stand those greasy ribs. But I like you.
Well, next Saturday night, you gonna have a little late supper with me?
I want to go to the Rainbow Room. They got the Royal Canadians. You know, Guy Lombardo's brother.
Oh, don't you like to disco?
I just told you I like the Royal Canadians. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You got your glasses on?
What? What are you saying?
You got your glasses on?
I don't need no glasses if you just move.
Let's go to break. Slide it in. No. Shift it. Drive, Mama. D for drive. That's it. Easy, Mama. Easy. Just slow, Mama. Wait.
If you would move, you wouldn't make me so nervous. Get out of the way.
All right. Okay. Come on.
What are you saying?
Look, watch. Move. No, listen. Cut it up. Mama, hold it. Go ahead. Go.
All night long. What am I singing? I hate that song. Like it's been watered. Try nothing, mister.
company. Get it to me again. You come back here, I'm making a citizen's arrest.
You'll remember me. Didn't they have what you wanted at the discount store?
Now, don't be fresh. All I need to know is, did any of your regular customers from across the street, like Forbes, Poston, Hackman, Ames Prescott, did any of them order any medication for severe eye irritation?
Well, if I tell you, will you promise to buy something?
Give me a pack of gum.
That'll be 30 cents.
30 cents?
Plus tax. 33. Oh.
I wanted to get rid of that spare change. Now, about the eye wash.
Here's your answer. Nobody. No one asked for anything like that. Next, please. Oh, yes.
First Homicide Zone, Detective Sykes speaking. Oh, hey, hi, I'm glad you called. Yeah, Gonzalez just signed a full confession. He copped out. So the DA's plea bargained it down to manslaughter 1.
Well, that's just fine. Seeing as how the real killer just tried to do a job on me, only this morning out at Bridgehampton.
Oh, my God. Mama, are you all right?
Remember that Ladislaus Garfield I used to cook for? That's right, the conductor of the Philharmonic. Uh-huh. Well, he is loaning me his house for a dinner party. And he's invited all the suspects for me.
I'm serving my famous rock Cornish hen. And Alvin.
I'm serving you up the bona fide murderer.
Well, the guilty party should have a good meal, since it'll be the last one he'll have in about 20 years.
Oh, and Alvin, bring a date with you.
I can't make it to any dinner party tomorrow night. I gotta be on duty.
Bye, son.
Mama? Hello?
Me here, he didn't like my music. I know I don't like his music. No, I don't know it. I've never met the man. I know why he'd like my music.
Somebody else doesn't even know from the same building? No, that's what I said. Haven't you?
I do know Mr. Garfield. And I met him at a party, and we discussed that his family is in vodka.
How deep? No, I've never met him, in fact. I haven't the faintest idea why I was invited.
Sweetie, get outside. Go, wait out. I know you're... Get out. Dom, when you get a chance, just tell Mama that Alvin's here, okay? Yes. All right, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my duty to inform you that... Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served.
Well, that sounds like us. Shall we? Age before beauty. Find this way, girls. Oh, here, let me throw down my tape here.
I hope they've got some wine.
Here we go. Jones. Here we are. Sally. Now look, I meant what I said, you know. I will explain that to you.
Commissioner? Good boy.
What are you doing in my
kitchen, Alvin.
I fired that woman to get away from her. Do you know anything about this? Hey, it's Mama.
Mama?
Everybody, it's Mama.
There's a place card out there for you. Make yourself comfortable. And why didn't you bring a girl? I told you could bring somebody.
Mama, you said this was business.
It would look better if you had brought a date.
I did bring a date. I brought Sweeney. He's out watching the front of the house.
Go on. I'm getting behind in my schedule.
All right, happy hunting.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, though, you know, you can take off a tremendous tax saving on a maid or a cook.
Are you allowed to take a bartender off of your income tax?
No, because unless you have a bartender in your own... Oh, I see. But bartender in your own...
Good evening, folks. Here I am again. I have a very unpleasant announcement to make. Mr. Garfield won't be here. His plane was grounded in Chicago. But he asked me to tell you to enjoy the evening and the wonderful meal we've prepared for you.
When did you start working for him?
About 20 years ago, when he was nothing but a concert master.
Don't get angry. Let's just enjoy ourselves and have a good time for a change.
Allow me, sir. Allow me, Coquille Saint-Jacques, Mama's favorite recipe, sir.
This is good. A little salt in it's good.
Coquille Saint-Jacques.
Oh, how pretty. Let's see now. That looks good. Only half?
Yes, madam.
Guess I don't get a whole one.
No, madam. There is a baked Alaska coming.
Oh. I thought somebody said they baked Alaska.
Oh, please. Oh, my God.
I hope Mom will teach me to cook like this. I'd love to give a dinner party.
Just eat, sweetheart.
That maid's a troublemaker. If I'd known she was going to be here.
Don't antagonize the help.
I wish just once we could get through a meal without bringing up the Temple case, just for a change. Or do I have to move to finally get some peace?
Have they sold the Temple apartment yet? That place ought to go for $500,000. Oh, they got much more than that. Oh, but you got a great tax break. What? A great tax break. Of course, you got the maintenance charges.
Darling, what was the tangerine doing in Mr. Poston's ear?
I thought I was prepared for everything, but this is going too far. Detectives, magicians. I think I'll retire and open a chain of fish and chip shops.
Not a single pair of bloodshot eyes in there. I hope you know your lines.
It is my duty to inform you that anything you say...
Learn them. Learn them.
It is my duty to inform you that anything you say may be taken down in evidence against you.
But that's the only...
And now, before the dessert comes, we'll get to the reason for this little dinner party.
What's the reason?
Garfield never intended to be here. I think we have all been set up, and I think that Mama is the host. Is that right? Scott,
I want dessert.
All right, would everyone please sit down? Hey, come on.
Are you here in some sort of official capacity?
Yes, I am. Now, would everyone please sit down? Thank you.
Right.
Now, a few years back, Mr. Poston came up with a great notion of buying a very rare 6th century Chinese lion, holding it a few years, and then donating it to the museum. And getting a big tax write-off for all of his clients. You all jumped right in.
You saved hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes. The trouble was, tourism to China opened up. Mr. Temple went there, and in his travels, he came upon the real Chinese lion of the Northern Wei dynasty from the province of Shanxi. He even took pictures to prove that the one you all had bought was a fake.
I knew she was going to do this.
He even went to the museum and told Dr. Glickman about the fraud. But then, of course, Dr. Glickman always knew it. He had a sideline of issuing phony appraisals for fakes. He panicked, and the Chinese lion was stolen that night from the museum. How convenient, huh?
This is all speculation. Accusing dead men who can't defend themselves?
How the woman fantasizes. What are you smoking, lady?
When Mr. Temple made the mistake of saying he was going to expose the fraud, he had to be shut up. That big tax deduction had flown out the window. You all would have owed Uncle Sam a pretty penny.
What are you saying? That we all killed him?
No, but you all conspired to have that lion stolen and taken out to Mr. Poston's summer house, where it was smashed into 100 pieces, and most of those pieces dumped into the Atlantic. All except the few pieces I took in for the spectrographic tests. I have a lab report here specifying that the fragments from that lion are 2 to 5 years old.
We were only taking back from the museum what we donated in the first place. The theft had nothing to do with poor Glickman's murder. None of us would have gone that far.
Only the one who had already killed Temple. You see, when you have already invested in one murder, you've got to protect that investment. Right, Mr. Ames?
Ames could never kill anybody. He's my favorite singer.
Shut up.
Ridiculous. All right, everyone, just take it easy. Hey, Mama's got the floor here. You go ahead and finish, Mama. Everybody just stay put. Yeah.
Thank you, Alvin. That's when I decided to have this party for all of you folks who got together in that tax shelter. A reunion. So here's to death and taxes. You can't beat them. And when you pour pure ammonia into somebody's eyes, it's got to do damage. Unless you're lucky enough to be wearing eyeglasses, then you're protected. And only one of you wears glasses all the time, you see?
Who is it? Oh, that evidence would never hold up in court.
Virginia, show everybody what you found. Almost all burnt up in the incinerator. Whole movie film. Whole reel. Now, when you run film like that through a home movie projector, it always picks up scratches. Some are so small you can hardly see them. But no two projectors leave identical scratches. I took the liberty of borrowing Mr. Ames's machine.
I've been asked to remind you, sir, that anything you say may be taken down in evidence against you. Thank you.
That'll stand up in court.
Mr. Ames ran this film through that machine the night he killed Mr. Temple.
It's so embarrassing when you come with the murderer.
I'm sorry I won't be able to stay for dessert, Mama. I always liked your baked Alaska.
Well, I guess that's our cue to leave, too.
All right, everybody, please, over to that corner of the room. You two.
He means it. He would have killed me at that summer place yesterday.
In my house? Kill her in my house? Some damn nerve.
All right, out of my way.
You're not going anywhere, mister.
You'll never make it to the elevator. You better go to Bellevue and have your stomach pumped out within 10 minutes. We've all been poisoned. If that stuff gets to you, nothing's gonna help.
Oh, my God. Free!
Hey!
I was getting hungry. Wait now.
Knock it off.
There must be an antidote. What is it?
I put paregoric in your first course. Never get nasty with the cook.
I thought that tasted kind of funny.
Oh, it's so easy to bluff you. I haven't had so much fun since I had the pleasure of throwing that ammonia into your face. Alvin, please, get him out of here before my baked Alaska gets ruined.
You and your lousy tax shelters.
Good night, Mama.
Alvin, notify them to let Mr. Gonzalez out.
As soon as I get back to the station house, Mama.
Give Mama a little kiss. Come on.
Mama, in front of all these people.
Go ahead, give her a kiss.
All right, you deserve it.
Folks, I'd like to announce that due to these circumstances, I'll be available on Wednesdays from now on. My hours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for the purpose of cooking and light cleaning.
Calm
down, calm down. Not all at once. Vacations and fringe benefits will have a lot to do with my decisions. In the meantime, enjoy the baked Alaska. In fact, I think I'll join you if you...